Apple's AR glasses could be pushed back to 2025 or 2026 amid design issues, says analyst. Who is it? Ming Chi? Who do you got? Who's your analyst today, Will? It's Jeff Pu, an analyst at Haitong International Tech Research. Tech giants' augmented and virtual reality moves are being closely monitored, with Apple reportedly working on an AR/VR standalone headset and AR glasses for everyday wear. In a note reported by PC Mag earlier this year, Pu said that the glasses would be announced in late 2024. However, he now believes that they will debut later than that. We now expect AR glass to be postponed to 2025, 2026 due to design issues. Good Lord. They just keep putting years, but you don't realize the time frame. You go, you know what? That little earpiece, ear hook that goes around on the glass, it's not perfect. We got to redo it. They're like, redo it. They're like, from the ground up, we got to redo it. They're like, well, that's new design, new molds, new materials, new mock-ups. And they're like, well, that's a year in some cases. That's a whole year. So it's, but it does seem with this particular product, we've talked now a number of times about sliding dates for anticipating a release or an announcement. But I guess they want to do it right. It's a tough nut to crack, and especially for the Apple customer. Now, I know this initial AR VR thing might be not even targeted at the typical customer, but they haven't, in most cases, rushed to be the first in a segment. Instead, when they've gone to that segment, they've wanted to do it in a very specific way.
Sure.
So I can't say I'm surprised by a possible delay over here. And also, here's the other thing. What do you do inside of Apple's AR/VR space? What do you do in there? Their thing hasn't traditionally been gaming all that. What am I doing in there? And maybe this is where Zuckerberg's paranoia around this philosophical war that's about to take place. Maybe there's some knowledge there of an actual virtual space that will exist and be proprietary. So if that's the case, then you can easily understand 2026 building all that.
Yeah. It just makes me also think that, like, if it's taking them this long to make AR headsets, like, what about the Apple Car?
Well, you go back to the car. Are you foreshadowing your announcement?
No.
It feels like a foreshadow right there. Well, I'll leave it right there. Yeah, yes, Will. That's an entirely new product category. They're hiring people from Tesla, firing people that they hired from Tesla. Like, you never know what they're doing. They're so secretive, right? Nothing. Like, obviously, the phones and stuff leak in 2022 because they're being assembled at scale. So they're preparing to ship millions of them. So, yeah, there's a lot more exposure. But in their truly secretive projects that are happening in California, it's tough to get information.
Yeah.
You get analysts and insiders and whatever else, but